right, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
One time for the one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Dub. What's happening?
What's happening, my brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
It's been a minute.
Been long.
It's been a minute.
Time coming.
I think it's been over 2 months since we've recorded an episode.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Let's see if we still got it.
Hey.
Think we?
I don't know, man.
You think we got it?
We ain't got it no more.
Wait,
We ain't got it.
we ain't got it. Well, now we gonna see. This is episode number 60, brother.
Whew.
We've come a long way since episode 1.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you rocking with us, you've heard it. You've heard the progression. You've heard, just us kind of get up in our podcast bag.
Yeah. So if this one's kind of slow, then you know what it is.
Hey, let's see if I can still do this. Y'all know how it go. We are on all platforms. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts for your listening pleasure. We are also on YouTube. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I said comment. Comment, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you can see every time that we post, even though we ain't been posting that frequently.
Ding, ding.
You can still see every time we post.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's go time, bro. Episode number 60. Let's get it. What's in your glass?
Today I'm keeping it real simple, man. I got cognac.
That yak.
Yak.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, tried something about something new a couple of weeks ago. You know, said I've been sipping on it and stuff. So,
Okay.
It's a pretty good cognac.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
What you sipping on over there?
I'm keeping it simple as well. Been trying to watch what I consume lately. Ain't been drinking a lot, so I'm gonna go in with some red wine. I got a nice glass of Cabernet, man. So
All right, big red
we're
wine.
gonna see how it goes. Let's get caught up, man.
How's it taste?
It's pretty good. It's dry. I like my wines like I like my beers. And for the people that know me and those who don't, I like porters and stouts, which are really dark beers. Really
Bitter face.
You definitely they're an acquired taste. I feel the same about Cabernets. They're really dry. If you like a sweet red wine, it's probably not gonna be for you.
All right.
So yeah, we gonna see how it goes with the wine. I think I'm already feeling pretty good. We went to happy hour.
I really want a happy hour.
It wasn't, man. I was actually first of all, fuck COVID, because I feel like before COVID, if you can remember back to the day when we didn't have COVID, before COVID, I think like all happy hour, like most happy hours ended at 7.
Okay.
And so now I'm still in that mindset of like, okay, and most happy hours were actually good happy hours. Like, I feel like after COVID, it's hard to find a good happy hour.
Yeah.
Like, most of them now end at 6, which is like, all right, what the fuck is...
Well, it's gonna be a true happy hour.
Yeah, because motherfucker, I'm getting off of... Well, it ain't even that, because if you like most people,
Hey,
you're getting off work at 5.
Work next to your bar of choice.
Yeah, so, I mean, I just feel like after COVID, like, I feel like everything kind of went to shit. Like, happy hour, the people, even if they still have a happy hour, it ends, like, way sooner. So it's like, getting off work, you got to drive to the nearest bar to catch a happy hour. And then the fucking prices for happy hour don't be shit.
Yeah, because they was like $1 off where we were.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But can't be choosing. But
No, you can't be choosing. Fuck that. Fuck that. But yeah, so, quick happy hour. So, got a couple of drinks in there. So I'm already kind of feeling pretty right.
Yeah, you drank more than me.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck you ordered.
It was a signature cocktail in there, and I was like, all right, let me try that. I was good with that. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I don't think it was worth. What you spent for it, but again,
it wasn't that much. It's like 12.
Well, that's not. Well, again, we wasn't at happy hour. We missed happy hour. So I guess that makes sense. Let's get caught up, man. What's been going on with your life? What have you been doing since? I mean, I guess we haven't really had. Well, we've had an episode in the new year, but we have not released that episode in the new year. Yeah. So, yeah, if you are listening to all of these will probably get dropped on the same day. So look forward to 58, 59, and 60 at the same time if you want to just get caught up.
Yeah. All good episodes.
Yeah.
Some old shit, but hey.
It is what it is. What's been going on in your life, man?
Life, man. Since the last time we recorded.
Yes.
Because I don't want people just going back over hearing the same shit. Nothing really, you know what I'm saying? Just a whole lot of work. A whole lot of volunteering. Whole lot of drinking. Let me see what else. Couple of dates.
Okay.
Couple of parties. Couple of ghosted.
You saying a whole lot of shit. Are we gonna unpack any of that?
I mean, we gonna have to. But I'm just trying to get a synopsis.
Okay.
Of what I was gonna think I was gonna make up a word. Synopsisize. I don't know if that's a word.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not in Webster's. I'm pretty sure.
Synopsisize. Let me look that up while I keep on talking.
You're not gonna find it because I'm pretty sure it's not a fucking word.
But just get a synopsis of everything that nothing entails.
Okay.
Let me see. Had some people quit my job.
Fuck this shit I'm out.
Let me see. Boom. Hung out with some family and everything. So, you know, it's been a
roller coaster. It sounds like a roller coaster.
Roller coaster, yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster. And I rounded it out with this week, which was fucking hell. I don't want to say it was hell, you know what I'm saying, but it was just a moment. I said I'm on the tail end of a episode. So that's that. But what did I say first? Had a couple friends had birthdays.
Okay.
So L Boogie, she had her birthday. She hosted a little birthday party and stuff. Went over there, did some karaoke and stuff. Then I got to hang out with y'all a couple times.
Okay.
Had some dinner.
Well, let's park for a second at L Boogie's party because that was a good party.
It was.
I had a lot of fun. I feel like we tend to get people very inebriated when we attend parties, and I don't know. I think it's just a 2-cent thing that we gonna come, we gonna fuck shit up, and we gonna leave. But we definitely gonna, like, I feel like everybody has a good time when we get together and we, you know, are doing our thing. One thing that we are going to do is karaoke. We gonna sing. And so the party was going, everything was good. Ja brought out the karaoke machine and we got it started.
Yeah, I think she was ready to leave though. I was like, oh, you got to go do karaoke.
Yeah, come on back. Come on back. Yeah, but that was a good party. Shout out, happy late birthday. Obviously we were there, but I want to tell you on the show, happy late birthday,
yes.
Lena. One of the shot callers, always supports. So, definitely want to get that out there. But yeah, that was a good party. Had fun. I think I don't know if we should put that out there, but I think the rotisserie bed got put the.
Oh yeah, definitely got used.
Yeah,
that name.
The display bed.
Yeah, it was a lot of people they feel it's that name. Going home to.
It was
to some good stuff.
You know, be good, ladies. Be good female friends, okay? when your male friends and when all of y'all are out and you're partying, and you are inebriated and you're getting a ride home, let your male friends know that you made it to the house, please, because we be waiting just to make sure that y'all good.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, my brother. You be waiting.
I tried to give you some credit.
You be waiting because I would knock the fuck out.
I tried to give you some credit.
Because I'm not even texting people when I get home. I be in my bed, just curled up.
Just out of there.
They be like, hey, you good? I'm like, oh, shit, yeah. I made probably about 15 minutes ago, man.
Yeah, nah.
I laid down and started looking at something on TV and forgot to text you back.
That was a good party though. Shout out to everybody that came out. We had a good time. So yeah, that happened while we been on our hiatus. What else you had going on?
Trying to think if anybody else had a big birthday. I don't think anybody else did. Got to hang out with my big cousin and stuff. She lives in Grand Prairie.
Okay.
Went out and watched her daughter play basketball and stuff. And I promise every time I see her daughter, she forgets who I am. So I think I need to start seeing them more often.
I think that told you something. You know, kids is honest.
She remembers my sister. She remembers my brother. And she was like, okay, who are you? I was like, I'm X.
Who are you again?
I'm your cousin. And like, so whose son are you? They say, oh, your husband? Yes. That's my brother and sister. Oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, we had this conversation last time I talked to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. Then we went out to this spot called Chicken and Pickle. So,
yeah, I was outside, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your post on that. I was like, all right.
Yeah, they had like some yard games, and then they got a whole bunch of pickleball courts.
I don't know what pickleball is.
Pickleball is essentially ping pong with teams.
Is it
but on a full court?
Is it of the? I don't know how to.
Yes, I believe they did invent the game.
Okay. I'm like, because I ain't never heard of it. I'm like,
but no, it's actually
something that we play.
It's actually big, man. It's like, so basically, it's like you hit a tennis ball with a paddle.
A tennis ball with okay, but on a table, or is it like a court?
It's like an actual court, like a smaller size tennis court.
So why the fuck you just don't use a tennis racket?
Because it's a different game. I think it would be too intense if you was hitting it with a tennis racket. You'll get too much torque and stuff with the ball.
Okay.
I don't know. It's big though. It's a big thing. They have tournaments and everything.
Oh, okay.
They literally had it was probably about 20 courts.
Damn.
Yeah. And stuff. They had outdoor courts, and then they had the facility that had like 10 courts.
I'm gonna have to YouTube this shit because I ain't never heard of this shit a day in my life, and I would love to see somebody play it now.
It's like basically like table tennis with, well, I think you're supposed to have two, but I think you can play with ones too. But anyway, yeah. So I went out there and watched them, and they did that. See what else happened. Did a lot of stuff with the org.
Yes. We did have a lot going on.
Heavy. It was dominating my life for a minute.
It was too much.
Yeah.
Too much going on.
Never mind. Like I said at the job, my director, he just put in his resignation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's been there since I was there.
Is it? That's not the one that y'all share something in common, or he had already left?
No. We share something in common.
Y'all share a certain organization?
No. Yeah, he had already left.
Okay.
And stuff. He was my director's boss. This is one that was there when I first got there. Him and this other lady, she was there. and stuff. But he's been there for, I think, like 14 years or something like that.
Okay. So is that a good or a bad thing? Because I mean, sometimes when people in higher positions like start to move around, it's cause for red flag.
No. He had some stuff. So he's originally from Hong Kong.
Oh, okay.
So he had family affairs and everything. So he moved back to Hong Kong.
Okay. Got it.
But he decided to be part-time and stuff while he gets his affairs and everything in. And okay. They got another guy in there now, a black guy, which I was surprised. Like, oh, okay. Let's see how long.
Let's go, brethren.
See how long the brothers stick around.
Let's go.
And then I think they just hired somebody else a couple of days ago. But it was good to be back in the office. One of our vice presidents, I saw her, and she was like, "You look different every time I see you." She was like, "Did you have a beard the last time I saw you?" I was like, "I probably didn't." That's something else I'm trying again. Trying to grow out my beard fully. Being derma rolling. Okay. So for those who don't know what derma rolling is, essentially just poking holes in your skin.
Are we only using the beard, or are we on top?
No, I tried it on the top. That's why I have it.
Gotcha.
For the top. It wasn't. Them bitches is dead. They ain't coming back.
That's what Amboy said. Ceiling is missing.
But yeah, other than that, was cool. Went out with a couple people. Got to meet a few couple people.
Okay. We unpacking that, or we leaving it where it's at?
I can unpack one.
Okay, let's talk.
I think that I am in a position where I've healed enough to entertain people. Okay. Excuse me. It's 2023. To entertain women. Motherfuckers be trying me. Entertain women. And some of them, they're not looking for relationships, which is cool because I'm not necessarily looking for a relationship either. I'm just ready to get back out and, socialize and everything. If something comes from it, we can work on that later on because I still do have some work to do on myself still. Gotcha. So I got a friend. She comes in town every once in a while. We hang out and stuff. And then recently, another one, our mutual friends had a birthday party. Okay. And I had a chance to meet somebody else. Yeah. You're saying I had the opportunity to get fresh, jump fly. Went out and bought it.
Yeah, using the whole tripping.
Well, no, I mean it was an investment. I'd say that because I needed.
Damn.
I needed a suit, but the suit it was a lot, but it was also the suit, and shirt, and hat. So it was all of that together. So the suit probably cost me. It was probably under $4, maybe $4. The hat
$40.
The hat was like $60.
Okay, the hat wasn't too bad.
And the shirt is probably close to that range too.
Shit, did that help put itself on you? Like
no, but the tailor did, which is dope.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I noticed that I don't let people do things for me a lot.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to he was like, "Oh no, you don't have to button it up. I got you." And I was like, oh, okay.
"Get the fuck out of my face, Stanley!"
It's stuff. So, but it was like quick, fast, and an emergency. Like literally, the event was on a Friday. I went into the office for a meeting, and I was like, "Okay, let me find something." I was gonna go to like Men's Warehouse or K&G or International Suit Warehouse. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, ISW.
Yeah, and then there's this, but there's also another ISSW, right?
No clue.
The International Suit Warehouse.
I think that's the same.
Is it the same place?
Wait, because I wish the people could have seen you sing this jingle. I wish they could have used in this whole full Jamie Foxx vibes.
Jingles 2000.
In the Jingles 2000, you was full Jamie Foxx vibes. I wish the people could have seen that shit.
But yeah, so I was gonna try one of those, but then I was like, you know what? Let me see if there's like a black tailor around and stuff, so I can just throw it that way. And then I found him. He was literally not too far from me in Richardson and stuff.
It's like a storefront?
No, it's so you know where the Comerica, what is it?
Comerica?
Yeah. Bank building is like off of 75 and there. So it's offices inside the building and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he has a suite in there.
Look at him.
So I went in there. It was probably no bigger than my apartment and stuff, but he had a good selection of everything.
Yeah, that's dope though.
Tailors and everything. He'll do you right. I'll shout him out. Best dressed man. So if you're ever on that side of town, you can check him out.
Shout out to the black owned businesses.
So yeah, he got me right that same day. Luckily, something like fit at least close enough that I didn't have to get it tailored too much. Well, I just had to get like the pants hemmed and stuff like that.
So, but he did all of that.
Yeah, like in
same day. 2
hours. I went in there at probably like 5 o'clock. Well, probably about 4:30 ish, and he called me at like 6. He was like, "Yeah, I got all your stuff ready," and I was like, "Okay." Got that together, put my drip on and stuff like that. Went down, didn't know that the event was in a fucking Deep Ellum, so I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
And I thought it was closer to which side was that? Is that 35? I think it's 35 right there. Or maybe 30.
Like downtown? You probably talking about 30.
Yeah, 30. So yeah, it was right by the 30 exit. Or the entrance ramp to the 30 going to 75. And I thought it was closer there. So I parked it like right there, like across the street from the Deep Ellum sign.
Yeah.
So I walked like a good 2 blocks.
In that suit.
But I was getting compliments. They was like, "Oh shit, what's up?"
Look at you.
Like Detroit. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Not Detroit.
And stuff because I had a hat on and everything. Because the theme of the party was fedoras and fun, I think.
I'd have been fucked up because I was actually supposed to go to that, but fucking got sick, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I'd have been fucked up because I honestly saw the agenda for the weekend, but I didn't read it. So
okay,
actually glad I was sick because I probably would have pulled up to that hoe in jeans. Because so let me tell you what happened in my mind. In my mind, it said like a main event type space. In my mind.
Oh, like beta vet, bowling.
Yes.
Laser tag.
Yes.
Instead of the main event.
Yeah. I didn't know that was the name of the fucking venue.
Oh no, that wasn't the name of the venue.
Oh.
That was just the name of the event. That was the main event.
Bro, when I tell you I was fucked all the way up my hook was not on phonics, okay? Because I was sitting there and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, they gonna rent out like a party room in main event.
No, sir.
I'm telling you, that was what was on my mind because I still had to go to work that day. Even though I feel like shit on Friday. But that was literally what was on my mind when I went into work. Like, so much so to where I actually packed clothes.
You packed jeans?
I did. I did, bro. I did. And I would have been fucking pissed had I pulled up that shit and it was not what I expected it to be. So I'm actually glad. I mean, look, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, you would have been the only one in jeans.
I would have been.
Definitely.
I would have been. And I got a nice suit because you know I'm recycling the suit that I still ain't got to wear because that whole blue and the places that I want to wear it to I can't because I'm just not trying to wear that much blue.
I've seen that suit like 12 times.
No, you seen that suit once?
Nah.
I have not reworn that suit since that day. I have a navy suit, but I have not worn that electric blue motherfucker. I have not worn that.
The fuck is electric blue?
That whole blue in the bitch. The same color as my car.
I've seen that suit.
You have not.
A couple times.
Not on me. You haven't. maybe other people in the wedding party, but I have not.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, the suit from the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other one.
No. I have a darker blue.
I said that bitch about the same color.
No, that hoe is blue than the bitch. Like that hoe is like fucking
Smurf blue?
Yes. That hoe is that color blue.
I thought the other one was Smurf blue.
Nah, the other one is like more of a navy. It's a darker blue.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would have definitely recycled that suit had I known that. Cause I mean it's a custom suit. Like that bitch got my name in the middle in the inside of the jacket and everything.
You supposed to go buy 19 suits?
I mean, you know, shit.
Not at fucking $500 a pop.
The person whose party it was got.
Well, that's different. It's a different tax bracket that I'm in. He can do it. I can't fuck with it.
My funds ain't matching my aspirations.
So if y'all listening to this, you thought me and him was the same tax bracket because we was friends. No, you ain't about to get the same treatment over here.
Negatory.
You want cheese on it? That's the treatment that you get.
Oh man, while we on that topic, and we'll come back because I asked you a question because I was watching TV and I saw it, and I would actually like to know the listeners' take on this particular thing, and I sent the text message to you when I saw it because I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I know I was excited. I was like, oh shit, Dub done went out and shit. He was like, nah, I saw it on TV.
Yeah, I saw it on TV.
You son of a bitch.
You know I ain't got time for that shit right now. But yeah, so I was watching TV and I saw these two people on a date. And pretty nice date. I mean, and when I say nice, I don't mean like okay, you know, you can take your lady out on a Friday night and you know, it'd be a decent date, you know what I'm saying? It'd be not your like we not going to Razoo's or we not going to fucking
big money.
Yeah, not nothing like that. But you going to
I'm talking about Razoo's.
Please.
That's
like so you
top tier.
So you know it's like different tiers, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, your Razoo's, your Pappadeaux, your Red Lobsters, your Olive Gardens.
Hold on. You said Razoo's and Pappadeaux are the same tier?
Okay.
Like you can get away with dressing up and going to Pappadeaux.
Yeah, you can. But I mean, you know how I feel about
like graduation.
You know how exactly. I was just about to say that I feel the way about Pappadeaux that I feel because black people swear Pappadeaux is like the place to go when you celebrating something, and I be like, this is not it.
When I wanted my girl back, I took. I was fresh out of college too. So.
Yeah, like I mean, Pappadeaux. Don't get me wrong, Pappadeaux is cool, but it's not like what we be trying to make it to be. Okay.
I'm gonna make it.
Let me take that back because you can easily go in Pappadeaux and spend $100.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll take that back. I'll put Razoo's, like Chili's, Cheddar's, like all of those together. I'll put all of those places together. So that's one tier, right?
Beans.
That's one tier, right? And then you got like the next tier, which is like, you know, the cool spots to, you know, have a date, but not I'm trying to wine and dine you type deal.
I don't think I know how to date, dude. Cause my dates, I'd not be trying to spin the world, but I end up spinning the world like.
No, but okay, so that would be like a good date. That would be like your Pappadeaux, your your lower level steakhouses, I'm trying to think of something.
Seafood spots?
Yeah. Stuff like that. Stuff like that would be like a more of a mid, right?
Okay.
A mid dater. So this was like I'll say this was like a mid date, right? One of those dates that, you can throw on jeans, but you would probably throw on a blazer with it or something of that nature. Okay. And both parties were dressed, they were dressed decently, and the lady ordered chicken wings, like bar wings.
Let me tell you something. When you first sent me that, you know who I thought about?
Who?
Your cousin.
Which one? No, because has the palate of a 5-year-old. No, definitely.
You got fish there.
you got a cheeseburger. You got chicken tenders. You got chicken. What a chicken wrap at? What's in the chicken wrap? Nah, pizza and chicken tenders. That's it. But yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, bruh, I'm not gonna say I would be mad, because I wouldn't be mad, but I feel some type of way. Let me ask you like this: could it even be an appetizer? First of all, don't fucking order that as an entree. If we go into a decent restaurant and I'm picking up the tab, we kicking it, we trying to get to know each other.
My brother, I am not tripping. You order what you want to order. That shit works in my favor.
Because you only paying
all your alcohol.
You can only be paying like $13 for chicken wings. Like, I'm not paying more than
now if them bitches was like the chicken wings is like $50, I'll be like, come on. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I would trip off of it. I would ask about it though.
What would you ask? How would you ask it?
I gotta be careful, motherfuckers be getting mad about everything. But so how's your chicken breast? You didn't want nothing else?
The fried chicken, huh?
You want nothing else? Oh, okay. Cool, that's cool. No, don't worry about it.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right. You want to side with that? Because not like...
So what you normally get when you go out? Oh, okay.
Like dead ass, because wings come as wings. Like, that's it. It's an appetizer. Wings are really appetizers unless you're ordering from a wing spot, right? Like any restaurant that you go to and you see wings on the menu is most likely going to be an appetizer. And so I'm just like, I don't know whether I would feel insulted or if I should look at you differently, because I'm like, yeah, did you?
Well, I mean, at that point, we can have a conversation. Like, if this is not your vibe, then we can always do something that's
I was just saying
more like that.
But maybe she was being considerate too. I mean, you can look at it from that perspective. Like, let me just pick an appetizer on the menu. Like, I'm not really hungry. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to break him on the first date.
Bro, bae. So she looking at me like, hey, if I'm out, then let me not say that, because motherfuckers be trying to get crazy. And then you just gotta swallow the fucking tail.
No. Let
me tell you, the crab legs and the filet mignon.
What we not gonna do on my tab? Let me tell you what we not gonna do, especially not the first, second, or third date.
Can I get something for my kids too?
What we not doing on my tab is running that hoe up. Like, nah. Well, first of all, if we not, unless we steady, I'm not taking you to one of those top tiers. I'm just not. That's just it's my thing.
I feel you, but they gonna be like, broke, babe.
And that's fine. And I'd be just fine.
If you ain't got it, just say that. I ain't got it.
Not for nobody that ain't worth it at this point. I mean, not to say that they not, the material, but it's just not in my life.
I feel you. I spend a couple $100 on gala tickets and shit.
Right. You know what? I'm not even going.
For meatballs.
Not even.
Potato salad.
Not going there. I'm not going there.
Pasta salad.
So yeah, Okay, we took a little detour, but what
happened? What was it? Oh yeah, we did that. Got the suit and everything. I was getting compliments and stuff. People was telling me I was looking good in my suit.
Okay,
it's like I appreciate it. A couple ladies told me I look good. I was like, all right. And
I told you keep your foot on their neck until you tell me how much that fucking suit costs.
It was on there. It's gonna have to be on there.
I'm gonna take the gas off. Take it off the gas.
I'm wearing that bitch to the picnic. I'm gonna get my wear out of that
shit. Get your wear
out. Be in that bitch like a strong preacher.
in a 3-piece with your handkerchief.
Miss Parker. Yeah, then I got an opportunity to talk to a young lady. Let me be respectful of her. She's not a young lady. She's grandmother.
Oh my gosh.
I told her we record a podcast too, so if she listens to this, she gonna be pissed.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
That I had.
Rewind. Nope. I'm not gonna let you skip over that shit. You said, I'm sorry, what? Come again, say what?
She's a grandmother. Yeah.
In our, we in the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age bracket.
Whew.
Kids be out here.
That's tough.
Wilder, man.
That's tough.
But yeah, we got a chance to connect again because I had met her the Thursday. So it was on Thursday at the bar and stuff where our friend was playing and stuff. So I introduced myself to her and stuff like that and said, okay, yeah.
She was nice. She was definitely nice.
I need to get home and get ready for work. But I'll talk to you tomorrow and everything like that. So got to see her on Friday. Went over there, chopped it up with her for like a good minute and stuff in the corner and everything like that. Then
in my own little corner.
Then I had to move around because she was drawing a lot of attention. So I was like, I didn't want to be the dude handcuffing somebody all night and stuff. So went out there, got a little boogie on and stuff like that. Then saw her again on Saturday.
Because our friend did do an entire weekend.
And
I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, do a big list for 40.
I couldn't participate for the entire weekend.
Let me tell you something, brother. I did 3 out of 4. That fourth one, I was like, nah. It ain't happening.
Yeah, no.
And stuff like that. So, man, we got to chop it up, and then we set to the side on Saturday and got to some deeper conversations and stuff. Made mention to my cards and stuff like that because I told her I'm not a big talker. I don't believe. Well, I like conversations, but I just don't talk a lot.
Not good at small talk.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And she's like, okay, I want to see him and stuff. She was making fun of it because you're supposed to be able to have conversations on your own. I was like, yeah, I have conversations with you if you provide the topics and stuff. And then once I finish what I'm saying on that topic, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, and then you can start up a new topic. I'll talk on that one and stuff. But yeah, we've been talking every once in a while and stuff like that. Okay. Just staying in touch, not looking for anything, which works right into my favor anyway. Yeah, she's more looking for a companionship versus a relationship and all that. So
okay,
I ain't tripping at all.
That's what's up.
Oh, and I also went to go throw axes before I went to the event on Saturday.
Okay,
and it was terrible. I ain't hit one time.
Were you drinking? Like what
well, yeah, it was, but I wasn't like drunk. You know what I'm saying? I had one French connection prior to that. And then I was like accurate as fuck, but like I couldn't like land the blade into the wood.
Yeah, using that whole tripping.
It's just like bah, bah. Like the first throw I did, I threw it and it was like a little wood bar at the bottom that like holds the wood in place, and I cracked that shit.
You was about to be in that hole paying for them people.
They were just fees and stuff. The dude was like, "Nah, you good?" And I was like, "All right."
I'm not.
So if y'all did have to pay for that, y'all holler at me because I had to leave a little bit early.
No, you was trying to leave before they brought that deposit back.
Nah, but yeah, it wasn't going too well for me. I did it before and I was decent at it, but this time I was like,
Did you go the last time I went? It was for
the
Red's birthday.
Nah, I didn't go that time.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you was there or not.
I think that was before I actually went. I didn't go that time. I went with old girl that I took on a date.
Gotcha.
And stuff. Matter of fact, I still got that. I still got my hatchet.
You need to throw that bitch away.
Nah, it's useful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you about to go camping or something? Like, what's going on?
I may.
Okay.
I'm just not gonna throw a freaking hatchet away for no reason.
Okay.
It's a home defense weapon.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure you have a home defense weapon that you would go to first before you went to the.
Not if it's in the other room.
Okay.
If I can't get to it, then I much rather hit somebody with that than pull out the ultimate.
Hey, if they in my space of,
and that shit will suck more than
yeah
they get shot.
Yeah, the after effects probably would.
Because I'm gonna hit your ass about 16 times with that bitch. Just
that is excessive. Excessive. You're going to prison for that.
I was like, I didn't know, officer. I didn't know what was going on. Thought it was 16 of them.
Excessive. Yeah.
But it's a two-sided, so you can hit them with the backside. One time with the blade.
Bing.
But yeah, that was pretty much my life over those times. Other than obviously depression and shit. But I'm until the end of that, and I'm feeling much better. And I appreciate you checking on me, my brother.
For sure. I mean, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that we have our spells, we have our seasons. And, you know, when you deal with it on a chronic basis, you know, it's going to come and go. So,
It's the first thing you did when you saw me, you gave me a hug. Not Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Major style, but
don't do that.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Leaving people alone.
Don't you ever hug around my neck like that.
I would never. You would never catch me on your neck.
We had that conversation earlier. I was like, yeah, but that picture right there. Like,
I mean, hey, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to discourage a healthy male relationship. I'm not.
Nah. Everything
brother to brother. I'm not gonna
everything but
Dab.
that. How about folks? That hug, I was like, I don't know about that hug.
Yeah,
a little bit too close.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna discourage it.
But yeah, man, what about you?
Life has been
goddamn.
Life has been very. It just like you said, it's been a roller coaster, man. I've had a lot going on. I've had a lot in my personal life, a lot in my professional life, a lot in the organization. I say that well, you know this. So I usually break my periods of life down into seasons. And I usually name each season of my life. And I think this season of my life I've named
Surviving.
No. I've named the season of uncomfortable growth.
Okay.
And I say that because I feel like I'm getting put in a lot of let me rephrase that, because if I said I was getting put in these situations, I'd be lying. I'm actually embarking on different situations that are going to help me long term, are going to benefit me, are going to grow me long term. But in the moment that we're in right now, in the moment that I'm in this season, it's very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I'm having to change a lot of different things. I'm having to do things I wouldn't normally do. For instance, in my professional life, I am doing a lot of training right now, and you know my personality. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been in my position that I'm in right now for 6 years. In April, coming up in April, I've been here 6 years. And so you know how it is when when you haven't been the new kid on the block for a pretty good while. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been doing a lot of training, and in the training, you have to really humble yourself, and really allow things that you wouldn't normally allow. So I feel like I am like it's been a while since I let somebody talk to me crazy. Like it's been a while. It's been a while. And to be put in that situation again and not cuss that person the fuck out. It's showing it's showing a lot of restraint. It's very humbling. It's a very humbling experience. So that's going on in my professional life. In the org that we're in, it's also something that, going into taking on more responsibility. It's also, a humbling experience, as well as, a season of uncomfortable growth. Like I'm having to learn on the job, quote unquote. A lot of things, a lot of things that I didn't know, and just be accountable or be responsible for a lot of things. So, that's growing me as well. In my personal life, I'm starting to, because I have so much going on, I feel like I'm doing a very great job and a better job at time management.
Okay.
Like, me, I'm a planner. But I am having to plan even more now than I have in my past. And I'm having to not, one thing that I'm glad that this season is helping me with, I'm a very big procrastinator. And I work well under pressure, and I know that, so I wait until the last minute to do a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And this season is finally getting me out of that mode. It's finally making me address that part of myself. So I'm grateful for it. I can't say that it's a bad season. And I will say that uncomfort is not a bad thing. Because I think when we get too comfortable, we get to a point to where we're complacent.
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for this season. I'm thankful that I have these opportunities. Like sometimes we look at discomfort as like, oh, why am I going through this? Or, oh, woe is me, or, oh, I'm the victim. I'll let bullshit. But honestly, this season is what I asked for. Like I literally asked for all of this. Yeah. Did I expect it to all happen at the same time? No. But at the same time, I know that I wouldn't be going through it if I couldn't get through it. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this season. I'm grateful for this season. And hey, we're going to keep it moving. I will say this, though, and I want to see how you feel about it. I will say that I'm happy that we're doing this show tonight. And I've hit you up a couple of times, and, we make jokes about it here and there. But honestly, I have missed doing this show because it's the one thing that I feel like it's not the one thing. Excuse me, not the one thing, but I feel like it's one of the things that keeps me grounded and keeps me centered. It keeps going back to like when we first started the show, and we had conversations about how this show for me because I'm so busy and because I'm always moving, I'm always doing something, I'm always worried about something, I always got something on the schedule. this puts something on my schedule that isn't work, that isn't the org, that isn't keeping me moving, like keeping me running, moving. Like it allows me to slow down, allows me to put something on the schedule that is just for me. So I will say that I have been missing not being able to record the show, not being able. And it is. I don't think it's so much about recording the show. I think it's about like the routine of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like the routine that we usually have on the show is like it makes me enjoy myself for at least one day out of the week. Gotcha. or at least a night out of the week. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that I'm glad that we're doing this show, this episode tonight. I appreciate you because, you know, we've been throwing back and forth the topic of doing the show every now and again, but at the same time, over these last 2 months, I needed that time to get acclimated to the new processes that I was going through, as far as work and as far as, you know, just leadership. So yeah, I appreciate the space, but I also appreciate still having this to come back to. So how you feel? How you feel about the show? How you feel about not doing the show over the past 2 months?
The thing was, like, over the past 2 months, I've had something that I had to do anyway. Mm-hmm. So it always kept me busy. But it's good to be just kicking it with you again. Definitely. So it's good to put something on the calendar and have some fun, because majority of that stuff that I was doing wasn't too much fun. It was just business.
It's like obligatory.
Yeah. Other than that, man, you know, I'm like wishy-washy on the show anyway. I be like, yes, whatever, man. I'm with it. If you ready, then I'm ready and stuff like that. But it's definitely a fun time. I was definitely nervous to see what we would do tonight. Then I looked up and it was already at like 47 minutes. I was like, damn, I've been talking damn near this whole time.
And I think that's really what the show is. Like I said, going back to the very beginning, you know, we talked about this show, and we talked about this show is literally the conversations that we would normally have on a regular basis, just recorded.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't feel like it's a lot that goes into the show. Like, we can literally sit down and, you know, we talk about our dockets all the time, but we can literally sit down and not have an agenda for the show.
Yeah.
And just go. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, for me, that's why I've never really cared about how, quote unquote, successful the show is, because I feel like just 60 episodes alone is a success. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being able to get together and record 60 fucking shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 60-hour-long shows. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously that scale is sliding. That scale is, you know, subjective. But, yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the show, man. I'm grateful to be able to do it. You know, hopefully we could continue to just grow this thing and see where it goes from there. Like, hopefully the people like it. Hopefully they want to hear more of it. Hey, I'm always with it.
Oh, synopsizing. That's what
it was.
I think I put an extra sus or something.
You was really
synopsizing. That's what I said, but it's synopsize. It's synopsizing.
I'm glad you found the word.
Yeah.
I'm glad you. But speaking of seasons, like, what would you, if you had to call this season of your life something, what would you call it?
Patience.
Okay.
This is a season of patience. I know I had in my mind I had a plan of what I would be doing at this very time and coming up, but I had to put that on hold for a little bit just to prepare myself in other avenues.
Okay.
So patience. I was gonna say I have to have the patience of knowing that I can still do what I want to do. Have the patience of knowing that it isn't over. And then just having the patience to endure life
Okay.
in this season. Yeah, I think that would probably be this surviving patience.
Okay. Now, as far as this week, you said, you know, you had I guess I don't even know the
episode.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say I want to use the correct term because we talk about mental health all the time, and so it's a very serious matter, and I feel like people need to know that because I feel like sometimes when people go through it, they feel like they're the only person to go through it, and it's a lot of us out here that deal with the same shit. We just don't talk about it because of a plethora of things we talked about. Just our community, the Black community, and mental health, or as far as our generation and how we grew up under the generation before us, as far as everything. So let's talk a little bit about this week. So what do you feel? How have you been this week, and what do you feel? Was, I guess, a factor?
I think it was just life getting to me. A lot of stress, a lot of drinking, and I think everything kind of just came together into just a, for lack of a better word, clusterfuck of depression and stuff. So with depression, you lose motivation to do things. So it wasn't feeling like working, but I know I needed to work, and I know I had stuff to do. And then you have sometimes you do get irritable about things, and everything becomes annoying. And then you're working with people that's annoying you as well on top of that. So I think it just all came through. Celebrating, maybe not watching how much I actually drank the entire time. Because I was drinking
the whole weekend.
Yeah, like from Thursday to Saturday.
Yeah,
I was drinking. And then wanting to work, but just getting in bed, not wanting to get out of bed and stuff like that. And something so simple as just like going to take my medication.
Yeah.
And being like, I don't feel like doing that shit.
Right.
And stuff. And then you can look around the trap house.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, brother. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
It got bad. It got real bad. It was already somewhat bad, but it got real bad within just that 1 week span. So I mean, it is what it is. It's just something I gotta live with. Flows. But it kind of reminds me of when I was with Tot, and she was basically like doing the same shit, but she just laying in bed, So I mean, I was like, that's what it looks like, but at the same end, I know what it looks like, but you just got to kind of ride it out, like, eventually.
But I mean, I feel like at least, in this moment or in this time, I feel like the growth is there because you at least can acknowledge it. Because when we were texting about it, I think 2 days ago maybe, you was like, yeah, I'm feeling like this, but I feel like, I'm having, I'm getting over an episode. I'm having, I know what it is, basically.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is one of the key things. If you can, what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to the point to where you realize, number one, yourself, that you aren't normal right now. And number two, have those relationships around you to where the people around you, the people around you still, know that, okay, all right, yeah, I ain't talk to you in a little bit. Like, let's see what's up, check in type shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest, like, that's really what it is. It's about checking in on the people that are closest to you and just making sure, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, because I think, number one, just as men, we're not prone to just outcries. Like, we're not prone to saying, I'm dealing with this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes it easier to have that safety net or that tribe behind you that's like, okay, we ain't talked in a minute. Let me see what's up with you.
Yeah. So,
yeah, man, I think that's growth in itself, bro. I think knowing that it's occurring and knowing, that you need to do something about it, I think that is definitely commendable.
Yeah. And then again, it is March again, so maybe that's what kind of triggered it too.
So that brings us to our top three, and let's talk about it. Top three, because we've talked about in the past, dealing with sometimes being overwhelmed, sometimes being, depressed or dealing with depression. Just a plethora of things. Top three times you thought you was gonna lose it.
Top 3 times I thought I was gonna lose it. I would say one is when was that? 2018 maybe. Was supposed to get a new apartment. Didn't get the apartment. Had to move in with my parents. And then right after that, me and Sunflower broke up. Mm-hmm. That was around my time with my my rock bottom. Yeah. They just all led up to that. And I was like, you know what? I'm just truly fucked up in the game. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Luckily I had people around me, saying that checked me and got me up out of that. 2.
I thought we was going 1 for 1, but
go ahead.
I think I'll take mine in chronological order. So my first one was 2010. I was in college and I just felt really overwhelmed. Because for me, like this you know me, like this has been me for a while, as far as like doing a whole bunch, like always having something on play, always stacking it, always having multiple things that I got to take care of, and so in college it wasn't different, it was the same. I think I'm not even gonna say that's where it started, because it really started from me as a very young person, but in college, I think 2010 was just my year. Like, I think I was taking 18 hours that semester. I had I started out in college as a freshman, and then I changed my major as a second semester freshman. So going into my fall of 2010, I had just started hitting like my major courses. Mm-hmm. And so, already dealing with the stress of trying to make sure that those are good, because, you got to keep your major courses at a certain GPA. Also being in a band, just being in leadership in the band and having a lot of things going on. And if everybody knows the HBCU band, like, motherfuckers practice more than any other extracurricular on campus. So dealing with that, also maintaining jobs. Like, I still had a job almost the entire time I was in college. Just trying to make sure I supported myself, helped out, my mom, because she was doing a lot. She was pretty much a single parent, dealing with me being in college, and then my younger brother still being in high school. So all of that, I think, just kind of weighed on me, and I got to a point to where I think that was the first time I actually felt like I had hit a depression per se, or had hit like a time to where I just felt really, really overwhelmed. So that would be my first one.
Okay. Second one, I'll say probably the first major argument I had with Todd.
Okay.
Because I just could wrap my head around what the fuck was going on, and she was like stressing me the fuck out, to the point where I thought I was about to have a nervous breakdown. And I had to call somebody. I was like, "Hey, what does a nervous breakdown feel like?" Because I think I'm about to like snap on everything. So I say that's probably. I got two women. That's just, Jesus, it fucked me up. But yeah, I say that's probably the second time.
Okay. For me, I think my second time. So this one was actually caused by one of my family members. And it wasn't necessarily a time that I felt like I was. It was a time that I felt like I was about to really lose my temper. And I don't do that often. Because I mean, you know, I go with the best of them. Like I can sit and fuck around with you, like with the best of, like I can go back and forth with the best people. But this particular one, so 2012, and this was right after my grandmother passed, and it was already, that time for me was already a bit of an emotional time, for a couple of reasons. So
don't mind my smile. I'm trying to remember. Well, I'm remembering the story that you talked me about. Somebody.
Yeah. So it was emotional for a couple of reasons. Number one, so my grandmother passed, like right after. It was actually a few people that pissed me off in this situation, and I'll tell you why. So my grandmother passed like right after. It was the semester before my last semester in college, and she passed right after my first semester senior year, right after I took my finals. And so crazy part is, for those who don't know, I'm named after my grandfather, and my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and so the week, like during the week that she was passing, it was the week of my finals, and she kept asking during that week, like where my name, like where Walt was, and so, like, you know, I'm named after my grandfather, and so we all thought like she was having an episode. We all thought she was just tripping, and she was asking for my grandfather, who had already passed in 2014. And so I get done with my finals, and my mom is like, "Hey, you need to get back to Dallas like ASAP." And so I'm like, "Okay, cool." Get done with my finals, get on the road, headed back. The first person that pissed me off was my pops, because I think like coming back in town, like he wanted me to do something for him or something around the house or something, but he knew the situation and the magnitude of the situation that was going on with my grandmother. So he pissed me off and he pissed my mom off. That's a whole different story. So get there, and I'm telling the entire story because I got to tell you how I got to the part of, okay, I've had enough, I'm about to fuck you up. Get to because my grandmother at this point in time was in a
hospice.
Yeah, hospice facility. Yeah. And so I get there, like she actually pretty much hangs on until I get there. I got there that night. The next morning she passed away. So fast forward, we have the day of the funeral, and usually for me, before I go overboard, I try to give you 3 strikes. Like, that's anybody. Like, Well, not anybody, but that's the people close to me. Mm-hmm. Like I try to give you 3 strikes before I completely lose it. So, first strike, the person I'm talking about ended up being my older brother, and the first strike, we get to the church for the funeral, and like the entire family is on the first row. You know how funerals go. Mm. And so he has, before we walk out or whatever, he has his girlfriend with him at the time, or his girlfriend at the time, she was with him. And I'm like, she needs to get out of line. The front row is for family members only. Like, y'all not married, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just found out about her maybe like 2 weeks ago. Like, she can sit behind you. And we started to get into it, but I was like, hey, this is not the time. Strike number 1. Strike number 2. We all rode in the, we got limos for the family, and so we all rode in limos. Before we leave the house, my brother's like, oh, well, I'm going to drive because I got my girlfriend with me. And we're all like, cool. So we're all like, okay, since we're going to be in a limo, we're going to be moving around, we're all going to leave our keys at the house. He's the only person with keys to the house. So we get, but he also rides to the funeral in the limo with us. So we understand, everybody understands that he has the keys to the house. So coming back, he decides that since he has his girlfriend with him, he's going to get in the car with her and come back to the house. Well, anybody who doesn't know, when you have a funeral processional limo, they're on a schedule. And so when we got back to the house, we get back to the house before he gets there. I don't know if they made a stop or what the fuck they was doing. But we get back to the house, we got to get out of the limo because they got other places to go.
Yeah.
It's June in Texas.
Yeah.
So we outside of the house. We don't have any keys. Hot as fuck. We sitting out here about 20, 25 minutes waiting on him. And anybody that knows me knows I don't like to be hot. So he finally gets there. We get in the house. Strike number 2. Strike number 3. We get later on that night, the whole family at the house. We're at my grandmother's house. That was usually, the house that everybody got together. We get to my grandmother's house, and I'm not going to tell you the comment that he made. Long story short, I'll say that he made a comment that was strike number 3 and completely pissed me off. And I was like, hey, you got to see me. Let's get it. So yeah, that's I say that's the second time that I thought I was about to lose it. And if it wasn't for my cousins, my big cousins like keeping me, or it really was my uncle. If it wasn't for my uncle keeping me out for him, yeah, it would have got bad.
Okay. Third time, let me see. I'll probably say it was 2009, 2010. Right as I was transitioning out of football into becoming just a regular student. Mm-hmm. Just not knowing what I was gonna do or what my future held, and money wasn't the best at the time. Not having scholarship money and everything like that, so it was a time of insurance. I almost hooked up with somebody and started running shit. Big highway shit. So I might have not been here if financial aid didn't come through.
I'm glad we didn't do that.
Right second. Yeah.
I guess you said number 3, but no, it was
missed.
Yeah. It's I'm gonna have to throw this shirt away because it's white and that's wine. But my number 1, because we were supposed to go 3, 2, 1. You ended with 3, but number 1 would have had to been circa 2014, 2015. and you know about this in depth. I'm not gonna go fully in depth about it, but it was just a string of deaths. From 2014 to early 2015, 4 different people. One of them just happened to be like my idol. My uncle. He's the reason that I am in the profession that I'm in. And he after my grandfather, he kind of became the patriarch of the family. Mm-hmm. So, to lose him, to lose my other uncle, one of my cousins, and then another dear person to me, to lose all of them in a 6-month span was just like very overwhelming. I ended up I started drinking like a hell of a lot, way too much, way more than I should have been at that time or any time. Shit. But yeah, that dealing with loss is definitely a thing that you have to. It's inevitable, right? Everybody's at some point we're all gonna die, and we're all gonna have to deal with it at some point. But even still, in knowing that it doesn't get easier when it's anybody that's close to you. So I'd have to say that was my number one.
All right. A little bit of a somber note.
That's okay. Hey, if y'all feel like it, hey, we all family. Y'all let us know. Y'all top 3, man. And I think the reason that I wanted to pick this top 3 is for people to know that it's not only you. You're not the only one. We all out here living life. We lifing together. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, if you feel like you want to share it. We'd love to hear it. If you want to talk about it, hey, you know what it is. Hit us up on Instagram, 2 Cent Podcast. You can always hit us up. We always listen to air. We're here for you. But you can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
At the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it. We are glad to be back, and we'll see you on episode 61.